Hello and welcome to the Punk Wrestling Podcast. I am RM Punk and today we are talking Smackdown. Straight off the bat, my thoughts to the show was a bit of a building show. There wasn't too much to it. It wasn't the best episode of Smackdown I've seen, but it was still enjoyable. There were still moments to enjoy and building. Like I said, looks like we're on the road to WrestleMania. Let's start building what's going to be the main stories heading in that direction. We'll start off as the show was in memory of Butch Reed, who passed away on the 5th of February at the age of 66 due to heart complications. So rest in peace, Butch Reed. And then Roman kicks off the show, as most Smackdowns do, to note that Jay was back after missing the Rumble, just not being cleared. Didn't get involved today physically, but we still haven't had any word as to why he wasn't cleared. I've not seen anything or heard anything. So music hits, come out, the fireworks go off, and then the music stops. They start doing a bit of recapping, and the music kicks back in. I don't know what happened there. A little bit of a miscue on the production side there. Roman comes out, so he's not a fan of recapping, but if you didn't see the Rumble, I beat Kevin Owens like I said I would. Let's talk the future. Apparently the future is Edge. If you win the Rumble, you get a first class ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Who's the main event, Paul? Paul says, you, it's Roman Reigns. Yes, I'm the main event. So why are you wasting your time going on Raw, going on NXT? You should be here begging me to be in your presence. And that, to be fair to him, the main event at WrestleMania is going to be Roman Reigns. He's not wrong. So yeah, if you want to be the true main event, go for Roman. He then asks, why am I out here? Why am I the one having to chase this out? You disrespected me by not coming straight to me, making me wait. Paul says that Edge is there, and so he says, we'll get him out. Paul calls for the pyro, all that, and then someone out there says, no, he's not here yet. Roman's like, do I look like a fool? Why would you play games with me? The last man who played games with me was Kevin Owens. He's no longer here. He's gone. You won't see him again. Interesting sense of words there. After a guillotine choke, he's not going to be coming back to WWE. We'll see later in the night on that one. But yeah, Edge needs to understand he is giving his decision by the end of the night. He has to give his decision by the end of the night, says Roman. As always with Roman at this moment in time, he's on a different level promo-wise. It was great. Really good start to the show. What can I say? Roman is he is the top guy right now. And it's clear. He's living up to his potential. Following that, we had Dominic Mysterio versus Corbin again. Hey. So Corbin attacks Dom and Ray on the stage before the match begins. Throws Ray off of the stage before the match, injuring his knee. So Dom is on his own at this point. Corbin's generally in control throughout. Dom gets a bit of a comeback off a springboard crossbody to the outside, which was a little bit nice. Ray decides to limp towards the ring at this point. To the conclusion of the match, Ray crawled under the ring, and when Dom hit a dive onto Corbin outside, when Corbin tries to get back in the ring, Ray grabs him by the leg and stops Corbin from getting in the ring, leading to a 619 frog splash for the win. I've said this before. Are the Mysterios heels? is Corbin meant to be the good guy in this? Because that's how they seem to book it. The Mysterios are constantly cheating. The commentary team are like taking a page out of Eddie Guerrero and like, yeah, he's cheating. Like, cheat steal. It wasn't a face gimmick then, it's still not a face gimmick. So those dastardly Mysterios steal another win. The match was okay. Looks like they're finding a bit of chemistry. Dominic and Corbin, after the first couple matches, really were quite sloppy. This was a lot tighter. Pretty good match. We're not going to get 5-star matches out of these two. Dominic's not ready, and Corbin can't carry a match in the same way like a Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, or anyone like that would, or Buddy Murphy for that matter. Where is Murphy? Anyone? Anyone? I haven't really heard anything on Murphy for a little while. Next, we have Kayla interviewing Big E. Big E pops up for an interview, literally pops up out of the bottom shot for his interview. Cuts a Big E style promo that he's had to fight, that's why he's the champ. As Lady Liberty once said, bring me your hungry, bring me your tired, bring me your poor, bring you your bearded and bald. And cuts in and goes, that's Sammy and Apollo, by the way, just so you know. Yesterday we fight. Yeah, Big E is one of the top characters going at the moment. It's always fun to see him. After that, we had Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro, which I was like, yes, please, let's go. It was a short match. It wasn't what I was looking, there were a few nice little spots. Daniel Bryan with top rope crossbody to the floor. You had Shinsuke watching backstage. Cesaro got cut on the side of the head pretty early in the match, and it was quite a lot of blood there, but then the head does bleed. Top of your head bleeds pretty quick. The smallest cut gives a lot of blood, but Daniel Bryan had blood all on his ring tape, and I'm not sure when he got cut. I tried looking again, and I still couldn't spot it. Daniel Bryan was more aggressive in this match, doing the stomps, and generally getting after it. But in the end, Cesaro counters the knees, I think it was. Yeah, counters the knees into a fireman's carry backbreaker, then the swing, and then the sharpshooter for the submission win over Daniel Bryan. So Daniel Bryan's really just putting people over at this point. Talking of putting people over, Cesaro has apparently re-signed with the company now after some rumours and innuendo that he was going to be going elsewhere. And he's got a new role in the company as well, has been reported. And the new role is apparently to make new stars, to help put the new stars over. So he's getting big wins over some established talent, and then he'll be putting some newer talent over. We'll wait to see how that one goes. Yeah, they ended with a fist bump. So I'm not sure if Cesaro... There's respect there. There's it looks like a push for Cesaro, but I think it's a push to get him where he's going to be that gatekeeper style person that, not the final boss, but the boss before the final boss kind of thing, which was a good role for him. Cesaro's great in the ring. Him having some exciting matchups with some new talent would be great. I'll be glad to see him still on my TV. Following that, we had a Kayla interview with Bianca Belair. All smiles here. They show her parents' reaction to the Royal Rumble win, which includes her dad falling off the back of the chair, which was quite an amusing little bit. That she wants to make them proud. Obviously, people are asking who she's challenging, and people are saying that she should wait to make a decision. But this is WrestleMania. This is what she, it's her dream, and she wants to do it her way, so she says that she'll get the decision soon. I think this one isn't in as much doubt. Like Edge, you can see that it could be anyone. Belair, you just feel it's going to be Sasha. You kind of know it's going to be Sasha. She wasn't on Raw. She wasn't on NXT. She didn't mention Io Shirai at all. You just feel it's going to be Sasha. It's not as where's he going to? Who's she going to decide as Edge is? Where you're like, there's intrigue here. Following that was the first of 2 Seth Vignettes video packages, basically reminding us who Seth Rollins is, going pretty much all the way through his career, because apparently we've all forgotten. It was played again later in the night. He's back next week. Is he that much of a draw that we need 2 video packages reminding us who he is and hyping us up for his return? Don't get me wrong, he's a big star, but do we need 2 video packages? Like, not little ones, like pretty long ones. It is what it is, you tell me. Next up was Bayley versus Ruby Riott. You had Billie Kay on commentary. Billie Kay was saying allegedly quite a lot that she allegedly got eliminated by the Riott Squad, and she allegedly was kicked out of the Riott Squad. Quite good stuff here. Back and forth with her and Corey was good. And the match was really good. Ruby was thrown like a dart into the top turnbuckle at one point. That was a really nice spot. The match ended with Billie trying to help, but Liv stopped her from helping. And Bayley wins with her finisher. I forget what it's called, but the face first thing, her new finisher from her heel turn. It was a good match. There was plenty of silly bollocks with Billie, but it was just the right amount of silly bollocks. It wasn't too much where it takes away from the match entirely. We were still watching a good match with a bit of back and forth with Billie. It was happy with that. It was good. Bianca comes out for a promo after this. Rumble changed her life, changed her life overnight. Non-stop press, people calling her non-stop, even numbers she don't know, and she's like, sorry, wrong number, like, new phone, who's this, kind of thing. It's the biggest decision of her career. Hypes up Asuka, hypes up Sasha, including a Mandalorian reference, which I thought was nice. That she's even going out beating up bounty hunters. Interruption from Reggie. Reginald says, let me offer you some advice. If you pick Asuka, I could see that. I think that would be good. But if you pick Sasha, you know you can't beat her. You can't even beat Carmella. Carmella comes out. Reggie is a wise man, even if he does get overexcited sometimes. I think reference to the even. Whose side is Reggie on in this? Interesting. Carmella says she beat Sasha twice and she can beat her even though the hype is there. Sasha comes out with all due respect. I'm not looking in the rear view, and starts talking up Belair. That I can see that that you are the strongest from this segment, and from lifting up Otis, and you beat Bayley in a foot race, so you are the fastest, but you're not the best. If you're going to choose me, then choose me, because you've got it all, but you haven't got this, talking about the title. After that, Reggie says, you will lose if you pick Sasha, basically. And Belair responds by whipping Reggie out of the ring with her hair. At this point, even Carmella's laughing at Reggie. I don't really know what's going on there. Is Reggie going to be on Sasha's side and turn Sasha heel that way? I don't know. But yeah, it was good stuff. Good promo. Good work. I'm not sure what Carmella's involvement in this is going to really be. We'll wait and see on that one. There was a small little segment where Roman's sitting in his chair, in his throne. Heyman tells him the Edge is now here. Not much to that one. Sammy interview. Kayla is a corporate shield, champion of the people, documentary, blah, 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 blah. They've got a triple threat match. Big E, Sammy, and Apollo coming up later in the show. Can't wait for that one. Following that, we had Otis and Chad Gable of the Alpha Academy versus Rudolph. Before the match, you get a little hype package from the Alpha Academy, and Otis's catchphrase, "Tonight you're going to get these hips." Okay. New music for Rudolph, pretty nondescript. It was new music. They needed new music. There's not much to it. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's just there. We had Street Profits on commentary for this one, but not on the commentary table with Corey and Cole, but picture-in-picture commentary. Cole took a break for this one, didn't say a word the entire time. Graves just mentioned that he's not happy they're trying to take his job. It was insufferable. I like the Street Profits in the ring. They're really good. Montez is great in the ring. In small doses, they can be really funny. This completely took away from the match. I haven't got a single spot written down for the match, barring the finish. I wasn't paying attention because all I could hear was Montez Ford and Dawson. All I could hear was Street Profits, just blah, 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 blah. It just completely took away from the match. Unlike earlier where I said Billy was just the right amount of silly bollocks, this was just pure silly bollocks. Couldn't focus on the wrestling at all. Can we not do this again? Unless the way this is going is, because they're after their rematch, is that they'll do this again and Sonya Deville will just come up and go, right, fine, like, stop doing this. You get your rematch because we don't want to hear this anymore. Because that's how I felt. Rude won with the glorious DDT. And after the match, Graves says, when they come back from commentary, says, "You ready to give me that rage yet?" Yeah, we don't need that. The next bit, just before the break, Cole says Hulk Hogan's next. And that was followed by a Celebrating Back History video package. That didn't land quite right for me. Here's the racist Hulk Hogan. Let's celebrate Black History Month. Didn't really work for me. After that, Hogan has a promo. They're celebrating the 33 years of the main event, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Hulk Hogan cuts a promo, says, yes, 33 years ago, I beat that dusty Andre, and then starts talking about Edge. Who's he going to choose? What you going to do, brother? Brother, Hulkamania, run wild, blah, 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 blah. It was Hogan. I'm done. I don't need Hogan in my life anymore. After that, we had Apollo versus Big E versus Sammy for the IC title in a triple threat match. It was a good match. Not surprising there. The general at the beginning, Sammy's avoiding any conflict, picking his spots when he can. There were some good spots throughout this match. A moonsault to Big E from Apollo off the apron onto the floor, which was nice. Big E hits the double splash on both of them. Apollo hits a really nice frog splash. Nice height there. You had the double suplex sort of spot. So Apollo's going for an exploder on Zayn. E comes up and Germans both of them over. Sammy hit a hell of a kick on E. Apollo breaks it up. Sammy's like, oh, conspiracy. Apollo military presses him over the into the timekeeper area. Goes back into the ring. Big ending. Big E is still your IC champ. Like I said, it was a good match. Could have gone a little bit longer, but it was a good match. I enjoyed it. You know, you're not going to go wrong with those three in the ring. Following that, we had Edge come out. He's a busy man this week, isn't he? 4th show in our week for Edge. The Rumble, Raw, NXT, SmackDown. He's on all the brands. You think you know him. He's not no normal legend. He's there every day. He's there to put the work in. So yeah, Edge comes out, cuts promo. You can't accomplish something you never dreamed of. Very nice, poignant moment there. Last 7 months while he was out, he's dreamed of coming back here, coming back home, main event in WrestleMania, getting back something that he never lost, because he never lost that title, don't you forget. He relinquished it. And he did it. He did it for number one. Who's he going to choose? Is it Drew, Roman, or Finn Balor? He asks his family, he gets one answer. He asks his friends, he gets a different answer. Hell, he bumps into someone in the street and they tell him someone else. His name was John. He was a very nice bloke. It's good stuff here. And he says, but at the end of the day, and then what a surprise, Roman Reigns comes out. You've got Jay properly stalking here. He was like shunched over. I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna come get you. Like it was okay. So they come out. Edge goes, "You had to bring back up? You're already sweating me? Because I'm out here alone. You got these guys." Roman's like, "Edge, I'll give you my word. Without my blessing, Paul will not make a move on you." Nice little bit there. Edge is like, "Yeah, I'm already in your head." That's why he's out there pointing to Jay. Roman sends Jay to the bus. Roman's like, "This is your one pass. You've disrespected me, which means you've disrespected my family. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me as the main event at WrestleMania. Acknowledge me as the champion of your choice. Say my name." And then goes, "That's your cue." Edge is looking. Owens comes out, turns Reigns around, stunner. And then Edge is like, oh well, looks like we'll have to wait till next week, won't we? No, it was a good show. Talking about it, it was good. There was just not that much wrestling on this wrestling show. It was very much a building show, building the stories, seeing where we're going in the coming weeks. So yeah, please let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought of SmackDown this week. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it alright? Where are we? Please like, share and subscribe the video. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.